we have been focusing on the Bodhipakkhya Dhamma, and we are on the principle called the Saddha that we discussed. And in that Saddha, and we know that in order to do something or devote ourselves, we have to have some form of belief in, then we will devote to do so. Without that, then we will not be devoting ourselves to do that thing. And obviously, in order to get that belief again, we do have to have some information about that particular thing too. With that knowledge and with that belief, then we will dedicate ourselves to a practice or to do things. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how beautiful or doesn't matter how beneficial that would be, we will not be committing ourselves to do so. And that is the preliminary knowledge as well as belief that we have on that particular thing. And which is very common, and that's also known as the general belief and general information that we have about that, and then we take it on. The same applies to the practice of a meditation that we are practicing. And before we come to practice meditation, we have studied, we have read something about it, and it makes sense to us. And then that has developed some form of a belief, our confidence in that, and then we put our practice in it, and we wanted to commit ourselves to practice. So with that practice, either we can keep the information that we already have and then confirming of that, and we are satisfied with it, or we can have a further investigation on that and gaining a further knowledge about it. And that is again based on the knowledge that we have acquired. Now the practice of a meditation is not about confirming our faith, confirming our belief, or confirming our saddha. It comes to the stage that so in the second stage, basically we will be able to commit so much that we want to do it again and again, and we want to listen about this again and again, and we want to commit ourselves as much as possible to practice it so that it becomes more firmly established. Now that's not the end of it. Yeah? Once we have gone up to the ultimate, then there will be no such word called faith or a belief at all. It's just a liberated one. The stage that there is no faith, no not faith. So a stage of fully realization. So that is the stage we will be able to attain. It's like something that we, let's say the example is that there are some people that they have studied and they have known and got information about our center. And they always have this mind that want to come, but never make it happen. But they do have that. And then they started, when they come in, and then their desire been gone now. So after that they have this, the realization that the center is here, and the center has these buildings, and the center has these places that we can mingle around, go around. So gradually you become familiar with this center, and then you know that the entire area of it, and then how things work. And after that, you're not having any concept of this, what it is. It's like for me, I'm staying here, and some rooms I never been for a long, long time. Some places I've never been for a long, long time, even though this small bit of a land. So like that. So it comes to the stage that we have known it completely, and then we do not bother about it. We're not thinking about it at all. So it's like a coming out from the perception of this is what I am, this is what it is, and then I am what I am. So it is the way of the practice that we are actually unfolding all the concepts and the perceptions that we have about even this meditation. So eventually it comes to the stage that you have completely understood everything and nothing there. So, but while we are practicing, there's something new. Oh, today's meditation is so good. I have experienced it, which I never practiced, I never experienced it before. And then, after that, you want to do it again. What is next? What is next? What is next? And it comes into like that stage again and again and again and again. And then it comes to the stage that actually it's just that is. Whatever happening, whatever is there, is just like that. So with that, we cannot say that this is a faith. We cannot say that this is a belief. It's the realization that you have gained from your own experience. And with that understanding, then after that you don't have to worry about. And in the meantime, you're not attached to it either. The moment when you attach to it, then you become a, fanatic. This is the one. Then the trouble comes. This is the one, then trouble comes. But whereas when we realize it completely, then you are not going to have this attachment on that idea too. Right? So you will be seeing it just like, oh, okay, that's it. And able to let it be. So with that, there will be no as fundamentalists. That's why you may have seen, even in meditation culture, so there are so many different meditation techniques. You forget about beyond the Buddhism. Within the Buddhism, there are so many different schools of Buddhism. There are so many meditation techniques, and so many gurus are there too. Now, within that, the moment when we attach to certain techniques, then we are actually developing that I have a faith in it, and this is the only truth. And that's not how it works. So it's basically creating some form of this is, that is. Whereas the practice of a meditation is, initially we started off with a faith. The faith becomes firmly established, and then after established, we have this intention to practice again and again, again and again, and we want to listen about it, and we want to practice about it, we spend more time on it, and we investigate on it, and then after we have fully understood, even that faith onto the practice itself drops. Like me, when I started meditation, so the breathing meditation I started with, that's my recollection at the time. But before that, there was a fasting, before I came to Buddhism, I even practiced this fasting for almost 10 years, every year, three times a year, mostly twice, but sometimes 3 times a year, taking a fasting and then meditating, contemplating on the Hindu gods and Hindu rituals and practices like that. At that time, I didn't have that. This is the one, and probably because I didn't convicted myself there to practice more. And then after that, when I came to Buddhism, and then I went to practice this Anapanasati practice, and that was a wonderful experience. I had it, not even just the one course. When I returned back, I still remember that picture. This is still in my back of my head. I was like so light, so bright, and I was cheerful. And when people came to talk to me, I was like someone very different, alien, just dropped into this small, tiny village, like that. And then after that, I went to listen this talk, this teacher, that teacher, and I was always wanted to go to meditation, And then after that, I became a monk, and then I became a novice monk, and then I was my teacher sent us to another retreat center, which was different than the first one. There was a battle in me. This is not the one. The one that I did, that I had experienced such a blissful meditation, that is the right one. This is not. Right? And then that perception developed so much so that I began to find the reasons to say that this is not the right. But the one that I had it is the right. Like that. So it took me quite a while. And then after that I went to different teachers, different techniques and a practice, and then always this feeling, that's not the one. So these are not the one, that is the one. And that was actually bothering me a lot. And that even blocked all the other knowledge as well. But somehow, due to the requirements that I had to do, and then I went for over 3 weeks of a long retreat. Then that was the moment I able to recognize that we are only scratching the surface of it, and then having this faith in it, but the rest are the wrong, like that. So that's why our practice, we should be practicing in a way that not only confirming what we have already understood, and we not only after that we have gained a new knowledge on the meditation, and not satisfied with it that this is the right, this is the one. So we have to come to the stage that able to dismantle everything, and then this faith is a stage of, it is a faith but not a faith. So that is the stage that we have to come to to that stage through our practice and realization. So that's why whenever we are practicing, so initially we are doing with, like, let's say our practice is to pay attention to the breath and working with the breath, and gradually we see the different things of the breath, different experiences within the breath, and then different mental state, different emotions that comes, and we learn with that, learning, and then gradually whatever we have heard about meditation, it becomes confirmed, and then not only relating to that, we've got further, deeper understanding in the meditation, and then again, not satisfied with that, not holding on to these deeper experiences, and creating someone different, but able to excel from there. So this is what is our aim to be in our practice. So hopefully we can attain that and able to develop that through our practices again and again. So I offer this as a reflection for today, and let's practice meditation. So sitting in a comfortable position, relax yourself, leave all your responsibilities aside, acknowledging your presenceness here. And spend some time observing your sitting body. A natural breath. Mind is settled along with the breath. And investigating for a few moments on your own confidence in your practice. Object of meditation that you have adopted, your dedication to the practice, and checking your conformity of attainment or development in your own practice. When we are investigating again, not just investigating now, you may think of any incidents and then you realize that, my perception, my reaction, my understanding to certain things in that particular time are different compared to in the past. And after that again, checking how much confidence that you have developed in your practice, how much there is intention to listen about meditation, whether it's the talk or whether the guided meditation or whether you entertain with learning about meditation. Further on, not just the learning, where you are able to recognize in your day-to-day life that whatever you are seeing, doing, experiencing, and investigating through the meditative eyes. And is there any experiences that you felt that you would like to talk to someone who is meditating, or would like to visit meditation centers, I would like to visit online on the meditations. But in any means, if you feel that your mind even needed a little bit more of relaxation and keep the mind free from restlessness, obviously observing this body sitting here, and spend time observing the primary object, working with the primary object, and learning how this mind works, and keep the mind on the primary object again and again. And whenever you experience the sound that you hear, the image that you see, the itchiness that you experience, observing them objectively and let them be, and come back to the primary object again and again. So continue practicing for about 20 minutes. Okay, spend some time, relax yourself and observing the body sitting here and now. And spend some time on tonight's reflections. And now we'll practice loving kindness meditation, so bring attention to observe the sensations in your body. And to your hands. And to your heart area. And sharing loving kindness and compassion to yourself. I am well. I am happy. I am peaceful. So experience the happiness, peaceful, and free from all other troubles. And similarly, sharing this loving kindness and compassion to other beings, whatever beings there are, visible and invisible beings, sharing this loving thoughts May you be well. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be liberated, liberated. And bring your attention to your hands. Feel the sensations in your hands. And to your eyes. Feel the sensations in your eyes. And creating intention to open your eyes as you hear the breath. Let's chant this cultivation of loving kindness. May I abide in well-being, in freedom from affliction, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may I maintain well-being in myself. May everyone abide in well-being, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may they maintain well-being in themselves. May all beings, wherever they may be, who like us experience aging, illness and death, be free from enmity and danger. May they live in peace and safety, be free from mental and physical harm. May they be free from ill will and hatred, be free from suffering, fear and distress. May their bodies and minds be at ease. May they care for themselves with wisdom. May they maintain their happiness and well-being. To those who are suffering, may they be released from pain. May they find healing, happiness and peace. To those who are already well and happy, may their well-being grow and continue. May their joy deepen and expand. To all beings, seen and unseen, whether born of the womb, from eggs, from moisture, or spontaneously arising, may they rejoice in the merits we have generated on this occasion, and may they ultimately attain the supreme peace of Nibbana. Nibbana Pacayo Hotu. May this be a condition for the attainment of Nibbana. Sadhu, 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 anumodhami. Araham Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddham Bhagavantam Abhivade Savahato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammam Namasami Subhatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sangham Namami. sadhu, sadhu. Okay, sadhu. Bruce,
Yes.
you were requested to give a short reflection on environment.